Hi, I'm Dr. Annie Brennan from the Are You Inclusive project by Dare Disability Support. Thanks for taking the time to go through our training program. By implementing the knowledge you acquire from this video, you will be helping to change your industry and our community for the better. Statistically, for every 100 of your customers, 70 of them would know someone with a disability, 20 of them would have a disability, 18 of them would have an invisible disability, and almost 5 of them would have an intellectual disability, autism, acquired brain injury, or Down syndrome. That means people with disabilities like intellectual disability and autism make up 5 in 100 of your customers. That's 1 in 20. Just like everyone, people with disabilities like intellectual disability or autism need to use local businesses and services to go shopping, see a doctor, enjoy a swim, travel, buy a car, see a movie. Dare Disability Support created the Are You Inclusive initiative to help businesses meet the needs of customers with disabilities like intellectual disability or autism. Our research shows that when trying to use local businesses and services, people with disability face several challenges. The biggest is communication. So as someone working in customer service, you have a big role to play. Everyone has particular interests, things they're good at, things that they might need help with. We're all individuals. Here are some things related to being a customer that tend to be common among people with disabilities, like intellectual disability or autism, to give you a starting point for understanding their individual customer needs. They may like routines and things being the same, very specialised interests, shopping with support from families and support workers. Areas where help might be needed include understanding new or complicated information, communication, for example, their speech might be difficult to understand, understanding money and time, tolerating frustration, for example, when there's a sudden change in plans, understanding social rules and customs, like taking turns or waiting in line. And they may behave in ways that are different to others, such as repeating behaviours or making unusual noises. But everyone is different, so these are just a guide. In fact, just like everyone, people with disabilities like intellectual disability or autism have different levels and types of abilities and individual preferences. When conducting research for the Are You Inclusive project, I found that local residents with disabilities such as intellectual disability or autism don't use many local businesses and services, and this was because they were worried about unknown businesses, as many of them had had bad experiences. But they said that they would like to try new places where staff had completed training. So here's how you can make a big difference to their lives.
Just be clear, straightforward, be yourself.
Speak to me in a normal voice. Need to speak slowly or loud.
If you want to offer help, just ask me the same way you would ask anyone else and let me choose if I want your help or not.
Don't avoid me just because you don't know what to do. Speak to me like you'd speak to anyone else.
Your default approach should always be to treat the customers the same. But if you notice that the customer is having a bit of trouble, you can be patient. It's harder for the customer when they feel rushed. Give enough time for the customer to think about what you said and then respond, especially when there are colours, lights, noises that could be overwhelming and make it difficult to concentrate. Remember to speak clearly and don't overload with too much information all at once. Don't correct or finish the customer's sentence for them. If communication is proving difficult, offer communication aids, such as picture-based communication boards. If you're having trouble understanding them, don't pretend you know what they said. Tell them the bits you did understand and they'll fill in the rest.
So for me, with the sad face.
It makes me tense and I notice you're tense.
I'm a person with a disability, not a disabled person.
Please go forward and be yourself.
There might be some tricky situations that you could come across in different customer service roles. For example, you might work in a cafe and you have a group of people being a bit too rowdy. Just approach them in the same way you would any group of people who have someone who needs support with their behaviour, like a family with kids. If it looks like they're in need of some help, gently offer it. If it looks like they're all doing their best, let them be. Or if you're a tradesman fixing something in the home of a person with disability, check in with them in a few days and make sure everything is still okay. Often, the solution is to provide a little bit of extra help in a kind and straightforward way. Also, several people that I interviewed said that they were treated differently because their behaviour was misunderstood. Just because someone doesn't make eye contact or looks a bit nervous doesn't mean you need to be suspicious of them. We all have different ways of communicating. Clear, simple and respectful is always a winner for everybody. This can also help many other customers, like people with anxiety, people who don't speak English, or elderly people. So by making the lives of people with disabilities better, you're also helping many other customers. And your skills as a good communicator will benefit you too.
This is also helpful for a lot of other customers too.
So by making it easy for us, you're also helping many other customers too, and your skills will be good for you in other ways too.
Remember, everyone is different in different ways, so don't treat me like I'm special.
Hindi na disability.